Are game jams really beneficial for developers?
Game
With
jam.
just a
How
couple of
important
days
do you
until
guys consider
GMPK
game
Jam
jams to be?
2024
I'm
starts,
just a
I was
beginner
wondering
in
the key
video game
benefits.
production.
Dude, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do a game jam. I'm not even good at game dev. So I recently participated in a game jam hosted by Hack Club called Campfire. However, unlike most game jams that are usually held online, this one was in person. So when we got there, we remembered that we actually forgot to download Unity on our laptops. Great start to the game jam. After a small briefing, the theme was revealed and it was, drumroll please, beneath the surface. So obviously you'd think we made a game that has something to do with water or swimming or he doesn't want to make an underwater game. No! Platformer! We decided to make a 2D platformer because who doesn't love platformers? After discussing ideas between me and my friend, not Gemini. So obviously before starting on the game we wrote down all our ideas. Oh. Yeah, we wrote down nothing. I made a Trello board to keep everything organized because it makes it look like I know what I'm doing. After that was over, I took over an entire cubicle and decided to open up Unity and make a 2D project. I made a square, let's call him Mr. Cube, and made a tiny platform to test movement and collision. But Mr. Cube was defying the laws of gravity and floating in the air. Bad Mr. Cube, bad boy. I spent 30 minutes trying to figure out why just to find out I forgot to add gravity. Oh, there he goes. Okay, now the problem here should be obvious. Collision. Oh, what's collision? It's basically how objects in the game interact with each other. It allows you to bump into other objects and it will do a bunch of cool stuff. Got all that? It's gonna be on the test. Oh yeah, did I mention that this is a 2-day game jam? Yeah, I'm cooked. Since I don't have a lot of time, I decided to add cutscenes into my game early on so that I wouldn't have any glitches. Oh, you're wondering how to add cutscenes? Well, I'm glad you asked. That I have no idea. I did watch a tutorial because this is my first time making a cutscene, so I'm losing my cutscene virginity today.
What do you mean by that?
Why did I write that in the script? Basically, cutscenes work by having two cameras and then switching between them for the cutscene. But I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what I was doing. All I know is that when I went to test it, it worked. It's good enough for me. Next, I decided to replace Mr. Cube with an actual character. Bye bye, Mr. Cube. And say hello to James the Miner. Oh, it's hold up, guys. Someone's calling me. Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh my god!
I don't have any footage of making the sprites because oops. Oh, what's that? Subscribe? Well, you should go down and subscribe right now. This is fucking horrible. After adding in James and giving him a bunch of animations, I added particles for when he lands just to make the game look a bit better. After that, I added a screen for when the player dies so that doesn't work. We'll fix it later. Next, I want to add some text that lets the player know how the controls work. So after yoinking some assets from Kenny, I was able to make this that made it so that after you pass through certain areas, displays the text. Pretty cool, right? Now, one of the rules of the game jam was that 80% of our game had to be made by us, which means we can download some of our assets from Google. Don't mind if I do. I did some post-processing to cover up how bad actually horrible the game looks, and by the end of day one, it looks pretty good. We just don't have a level to play the game yet. I downloaded some assets for torches off of Google and added them all around the cave, and then watched a video on how to add some lighting. Okay, so it's now working for some reason. Whoa! It works. And it looks pretty good as well, damn. I had an idle animation for James and animated the torches around the cave. Then I added a temporary background just to see how it would reflect. And damn, it looks fire. Shout out to this guy. Thank you, man. Now, you can't have a cave game without having boulders. Side note, one of the judges told us that the main character looks like Indiana Jones and the boulder scene is something that would happen in his movies, and I can't unsee it now. I accidentally just made Indiana Jones in 2D, but shittier. I added a boulder and then gave it a falling animation. And this is where the cutscene that we made previously comes in use, because we have to use that to start a boulder chase scene. And this sounds a lot easier than it is to code. What the fuck is this? I might have made a small oopsie while coding because James can just hold onto the walls. Pretty strong arms you got there, James. Blush emoji. I made an outline for the level before importing all the sprites and then made a screen for when you beat the game. Looks really ugly, low-key. The fuck? What? Why did I say like that? Low-key, it looks really ugly, but we're just gonna ignore that. I tried to add playtime, but I couldn't code it in, so I just deleted it. But the ending trigger wasn't working, so we gotta fix that too. We just passed right through it. So after some coding magic, it still doesn't work. No. I messed around in the editor a bunch and it worked for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what I did. So after that, I took a well-deserved break and added more torches around the map. I then worked on a gravity flip mechanic, so if you've played Super Mario Galaxy, then you know exactly what I'm talking about, because I just copied that, the exact same mechanic, but it doesn't work in my game. He shouldn't be doing that. I don't know why he's doing that. So obviously I spent 40 minutes trying to fix it and then failed. It still doesn't work, so we moved into fixing the boulder. That also doesn't work, but it does now. After that, I added a bunch of water and lava around the map. Ooh, scary lava, scary. And then made the player die if they fell into the water or lava. I guess James can't swim canonically. Someone added that to the wiki page. I added some sprites we made for the platforms, but they ended up being way too small. So we just decided to use the default platforms. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Am I right, fellas? If you're wondering, I also had a loading screen, and yes, the game is called Defunct Miner. Why that name? Defunct is the first word that I could think of when we were naming the game and we had like 5 minutes left. I did not know it means someone who has passed away. I don't know what it means for the lore implications. Someone added that to the wiki page. Then I added some lighting around the level to make it look cool. Looks cool, right? No! I added collision to the entire level because I forgot, and then compiled the game in HTML5 because it had to be a web game. And nobody told me it would take 40 minutes to compile. We did make it on time this time though. And drum roll. We got 5th place, which isn't that bad. And before you say I lied, we did get prizes. Top 5 teams won, so we technically won. Anyway, you can check out the game in the link in the description. No idea why you would want to. Join the Discord if you want to watch more shenanigans. I'm making... Actually, I'm not gonna spoil that. Remaking a cool game, so join the Discord because I stream me making a bunch of stuff for it regularly. And leave a comment on what you think about the game. Alright, bye bye.